Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's get into Big Brother. This is the eviction episode. I know I'm a day late, but I told you all Friday nights are football, and I'm here Saturday morning giving you what you are here for. It's time to say goodbye to Ian. Am I sad about it? No. No. Do I care that Ian went home? For some reasons, yes. Some reasons, no. I could care less. Ian is falling victim to what a lot of people in the past few seasons of Big Brother fall victim to, and that is not seeing the bus coming down the street before it rolls over you. It's like about time you turn your head and catch that that's the bus that's getting ready to hit you. It's too late. You got about 2 seconds to jump out the way, and it's nothing you can do. That's what all of them getting ready to do, tell you the truth. Devin is getting ready to get hit by this bus. Kevin been seen the bus coming, but he seemed like he got a broke leg, and he just don't know how to hop out the street. So all of them are getting ready to see this same bus come crashing their way. I'm telling you, this episode was very lame. That's the first thing I wrote down on my paper. And I tell you all, if you want my true reactions of how I feel when I'm watching the episode, you have to follow me on Twitter. I tweet as I watch, and my Twitter is the same as my YouTube channel at Kiss My Cheeks TV. And I said this episode was very lame. The whole episode was watching friends cry about losing Ian. Why do I gotta lose my best friend? Why can't Cody lose his best friend? Why did this? And I'm like, bitch, I just told y'all, she was just laughing at Memphis making fun of Ian. But that's your best friend. I'm telling you right now, my best friend, somebody in the room talking shit about Misha, I got some shit to say, like, hold up. Number one, you're not gonna talk shit about my best friend in my face. And number two, let me check you because you don't know her like that, and let me get you all the way together. So Nicole can miss me with them tears, and if you're a live feeder, you know halfway through the week, once she realized that Ian, it wasn't nothing she can do to save Ian, the tears turned to be fake. She's putting on the show. Why is she putting on the show for America? We could see the live feeds. But she's putting on the show for the black people of the house because she wants to frame David for being the one, so she can pretend like she voted out Tyler and frame David when David was the one who really voted out Tyler. They doing too much. Like, this gonna be a quick video, y'all, because like I said, the whole episode was friends crying over Ian, and it was all them tears was bullshit to me. And then the whole episode was the rest of the episode was the HOH competition that we couldn't even watch the end. It was just some stupid ass puzzle. We could have saw who put that puzzle together, and then I had to wait a day to find out on Twitter. And I'm gonna tell you at the end, if you don't want to hear what I have to say, it will be a spoiler. I will tell you, but go ahead and click off, because I am going to tell you who the new HOH is and who the new nominees are. Now, let's get to Ian out the house, because like I said, nothing else happened. Let's go ahead and get to it. Ian gets out there with Julie. I'm assuming since Ian is in the jury, Julie couldn't tell, Ian about Memphis. I look forward to Julie telling people about Memphis every week. It's hilarious to me because I love to watch all the memes go through Twitter. I can't recall who told Ian. It was Tyler. I think Tyler learned from Josh that you need to tell people in your goodbye messages why they're sitting out there. Not that fake shit Nicole doing, they lost my best friend. No, Tyler broke it down. Look, I'm in the alliance with the telephone group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why you sitting out there. So I think Tyler is trying to do a little bit of jury management. To me, if it was me, Tyler ass would have been sitting out there with Julie. That would have helped everyone's game. The only person that is benefiting from Tyler staying in the house is Cody. He is the only person. I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand. I told y'all, watch my last video. Watch that last video. I said in that video, Franz is going to break down to Cody and not vote that tie and not make her true best friend, Danny, vote out Tyler, who Tyler is going to get you out, Danny, and I just can't wait for the episode that it happens. I just can't wait. We got to say goodbye to Devin and Kevin first, but then Danny, your ass is the first one in the telephone group to go. I don't even think they will get rid of Enzo before they get rid of Danny. So I'm over it. We're at a point of Big Brother, and people say it on Twitter all the time, where we really can sit down and see who's going to be the HOH once we figure out who the HOH is, and say, this is who's going on the block, this is who's going home, and let's move on to the next week. Like, I'm there already. Let me go ahead and spoil it. Memphis won the HOH. I hope y'all clicked it off before I said it. I'm sorry. Memphis won the HOH. So we already know what's going to happen. The only thing that surprised me about Memphis this week, and let me set it up for you. Because I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I saw this and heard this with my own two eyes, and y'all seen it on TMZ. Memphis almost called David a nigger. And I don't think he would have said the A. He would have said the ER. Him and Cody were in the room talking about the game, talking about David, calling him a dumbass, all that shit. I call him a dumbass too. And so it is what it is. Because, you know, David was doing dumb shit all week last week. And so somewhere within that conversation, Memphis is laying on his stomach because they're both in the bed talking. And he's like, David is a nick. David is a nick. And then he catches himself, flips over like he's laughing on his back because he just caught himself. And Cody catches Memphis too and starts saying something very loud, changing the subject. And, you know, Memphis then starts laughing and they change the subject. I saw this and heard this, and I watched that clip at least 2 or 3 times to make sure I ain't tripping. Because at first I read it and it was like, Memphis almost called David a NIG. And I was like, no, he didn't. Like, of all stars, you're supposed to have vetted these people. And there's something about that hat Memphis is wearing. It looks like a Tennessee hat. It's too close to a Confederate flag hat to me. I hate to see it on my TV screen, but I know it's not the Confederate flag hat. It's something about that hat Memphis wears too that I'm just like, But that's besides the point. So I've been listening to, you know, what CBS is saying and all this. And they're saying they reviewed the clip. They had some professional analytical people come in and listen to it 2 or 3 times. And they did not hear a racial slur. He did not say the racial slur. He did catch himself. But I guarantee you, if he didn't, in that moment, didn't catch himself, like, ooh, shit, I'm on TV, and catch himself and do that flip over, and Cody didn't help him out by changing the subject, he would have said the shit. He was going to say the shit. And I'm very pissed that the person who was getting ready to call him a NIG, G-E-R, you know what he was getting ready to call him. What he was going to say, David is Nigerian. No, he wasn't getting ready to say that shit. It ain't too much shit that start with NIG. The one person who was going to call David a racial slur now gets to win HOH. And I mean, he won it fair and square, whatever. It is what it is. But now he gets to nominate 2 black people. Because you know he ain't about to nominate the telephone group. I don't see how Devin, Kevin, and David right now cannot see the house is black versus white. It's them against you. How can you all not be working together? How is this stupid ass plan that Franz ain't that good of a damn player. She's not that good of a damn actress. So what happened is, Franz is in the house crying that Ian went home. She's saying she voted to keep Ian, and David is the one who flipped because Danny would have broken the tie and voted out Tyler. So now Devon is pissed at David because she believes, like, why would you believe that, Day? Are you working with friends? Have you, like, these bitches have been putting you on the block week after week after week after week, and you want to now believe she really tried to keep. I don't see how it's not as clear as day. It's them versus us. The us's are the only ones who have been sitting on the block all fucking game. The us's. So how can you believe anything that those thems are saying? Devon getting ready to get hit by the bus this week, y'all. Devon getting ready to go home. So it's rumored. Now, I ain't hear no clip of this, and I ain't seen no clip of this. Devon called David Uncle Tom. And so, gosh, I don't want to say. The people of privilege are in an uproar. How dare Devon call David an Uncle Tom? If white people can't say this, how can black people say that? I'm rolling my eyes at Twitter so hard. I'm like, y'all can't be fucking serious. Y'all can't be fucking serious. Y'all can't sit up in here and say, oh, it's okay. Memphis didn't completely say Nigger. He just said Nig, so it's okay. But Devon can say Uncle Tom, and Devon needs to go. Like, bitch, please come over my house and kiss my entire ass. Like, really. And I have a big ass. Kiss all of it. I'm about to move on because I don't want to get upset and say things that I may regret saying later. But I think what Friends is doing is trash. But what's even more trash is that Devon and Kevin are believing it. Like, it's no way in the world I could believe anything. And I know, Angie, you ain't in the game. You ain't in the game. You don't feel what they're feeling. But it's no way I would believe that Friends wanted it to be a tie and that Danny was going to break the tie when I have never heard any confirmed information that that's what Danny was going to do. I don't know why Devon is trusting Danny. Danny does not have your back. Devon is on the block right now. Now, I believe production saved David and was like, Memphis, you just called this man an Nig. Twitter, you might lose your job. You might lose these restaurants if you put David on the block a few days after you called him the Nig. I believe production told Memphis, go after Day, go after Kevin, do whatever you got to do, but don't put David up because it's going to be a wrap for you. You can't almost call someone a racial slur and then send their ass right on the block. So now Memphis is all in the house. I want to work with you, David. I want to work with you, David. I'm like, bullshit. Bullshit. I don't believe it for a second. I believe production is twisted all up through this season. And see, this is my first year reviewing Big Brother as a YouTuber. I used to just be a casual watcher who, watch the feeds every once in a while and listen to other people tell me about the feeds and see what was going on with Twitter. I now understand. Because I will listen to various YouTubers say, it's time to boycott CBS. I ain't watching CBS. Fuck production. They doing this. As someone who has committed myself to reviewing Big Brother on my channel, and trust me, I appreciate all the love you all show me from watching these videos, getting in the comments, sharing the videos. I appreciate all that. But it is stressful as an African American content creator of Big Brother who wants to give my honest opinion for where I stand in this world. It is very hard to watch this shit and review it. I understand why people say I'm done. I really do. Because it's very hard to watch. Like, if I was just watching at home for entertainment and, I could just be upset with Memphis in my own way. But to sit here and have to every week speak about how upset it is because of the racist bullshit, you get tired of talking about it. You really do get tired of talking about it. I hope I'm saying things in a way that people understand. Because it is, you don't know what people go through till you actually do it yourself. I do understand why a lot of African American content creators on YouTube, on podcasts, in the middle of seasons stop. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to stay committed to giving my reviews. I'm just saying I understand, because I'm tired of every week talking about some racist bullshit. I'm tired of, in probably 2 weeks, not going to have any black people to cheer for, because I guarantee you Devin is going home this week. Day and Kevin are on the block. If Day does not win a veto, she's going home. The only people that probably want to save her is Danny. Nicole is going to pretend like she wants to save her, but Nicole could give a fuck less about Devin. And I wish Devin would see that. And then, soon as Day goes, Kevin has to go. And David gets to stick around because he's a fucking idiot and doesn't know how to play the game. He's not an idiot. Okay, Angie, stop saying that. Oh Lord, this the tornado drill in my town. I'm sorry. I'm almost done. David is not an idiot. He just does not know how to play Big Brother. And it's frustrating that on an all-star season, I have to watch someone learn how to play Big Brother. But I can say that about a lot of these all-stars too. A lot of them are pissing me off too. But anyway, let's go ahead and end it here. Because here comes the alarm. It's going to keep going around for the next probably 60 seconds. So let's go ahead and end it here. Let me know your comments in the comments. Let me know what you think about this eviction episode for Ian. Let me know if you watched that clip of Memphis saying the NIG. Did you hear the same thing I hear? Did you hear the same thing that I heard? Because if you didn't, say, Angie, you crazy. And I can take being crazy. I can take it. But let me know if you heard the same thing I heard. And if you heard Devin call David or Uncle Tom, I'm sure if she did, they're going to put it on TV. They ain't going to put the shit on Memphis, but they will have Devin on there to try to contradict her message of Black Lives Matter. I guarantee you they'll do it. They'll put it on TV if she said it. Let me know if you heard Devin say it. And let me know what you thought about the episode. That's it, you all. Thank you so much. Like this video. Like I said, comment this video. Share it wherever you would like to share it. I totally appreciate it. Much love, you guys. Bye.